When I read that two new Marvel characters were named Safespace and Snowflake, I thought that someone was just making up these nicknames as to how the characters looked or how their personalities were written. But I have knowledge of the truth now, and this is not a joke. We all know that over the past few years, companies like Marvel have chosen to go woke. They shove social justice, diversity, and inclusivity into everything they can, which I do not have a problem with these topics and these things, but they make these topics the focus of a story and literally put characters' personalities and motives second to these things. Now, obviously, there are many critics of this model and the content that they've released, but there are just a few people that have stuck by this content, and apparently Marvel still thinks that this is going to sell to those people. Newsflash, it won't, because they will find something to complain about. So over the past few days, Marvel has announced a few new series, and they all sound awful. I have no idea why Marvel went this far, but they did. They decided to relaunch New Warriors with non-binary they-thems, meme-obsessed teenagers that use experimental internet gas, a lame vampire, and an overweight Dora. Who knew superheroes could be so damn lame? Screen Time, a meme-obsessed super teen whose brain became connected to the internet after becoming exposed to his grandfather's experimental internet gas. Now he can see augmented reality and real-time maps and can instantly Google any fact. Does this make him effectively a genius? He sure acts like it does. Snowflake and Safespace. Psychic twins. All twins are psychic, but we're psychic-er. Snowflake and Safespace are twins, the writer says, and their names are very similar to Screen Time. It's this idea that these terms get thrown around on the internet that they don't see as derogatory. They take those words and kind of wear them as badges of honor, and of course, Safespace is a big, burly, sort of stereotypical jock. Snowflake is a non-binary and goes by they, them, and has the power to generate individual crystallized snowflake-shaped shurikens. B negative! Probably the worst looking and the most generic out of all of them. A teen living vampire exposed to Michael Morbius's bloodchild as a child in a rogue but life-saving medical procedure. He still ages like a regular kid, but has all the abilities of Morbius. That's cool. But he's also obsessed with all of the music and the attitude of classic long past decades, like the 90s and the 2000s. And Trailblazer, we're finally getting to Overweight Dora, because she is not even a superhero. She just has an object which is otherworldly, we could say. It's a backpack that you can take things out of. That's basically what it is. It's just a magic backpack. I mean, besides that, she has no powers herself. A regular kid, it admits it, scooped up into the world of teenage superheroing. Her magic backpack is actually a pocket dimension with seemingly infinite space, from which she can pull out useful or random objects. It's not always under her control. Okay, so it's just an object. If they wrote a cool character, or a better character, maybe a character with actual superpowers, she would actually be able to control what came out of the backpack, but that was just too far thinking. They wanted it to be random objects so they could literally just throw in whatever humor they wanted. She could literally take out anything that the writers want. As someone that has purchased comic books for years, this is the most damn cringe thing I have ever seen. I truly think that the people running Marvel Comics are literally just taking a rubber stamp and pushing through any content without even reading the descriptions of it. After seeing this, I truly believe that. These people designing these characters were so bothered with people using the word snowflake and laughing at millennials wanting safe spaces, they said, "Ha! I'll show them that these words don't actually hurt us. So they literally doomed a comic series just to do that, to show the haters who's boss. The trailer for this series has over 100,000 dislikes with very few likes, and it's obvious that this is going to fail hard, and I don't even feel bad for Marvel at this point. If you are going to allow people to publish any sort of content that they want that is like this, I am not going to support your company. I am not going to support comics. And if you do not have any old fans purchasing your books, you're going to have no one purchasing your books at all. But those are my thoughts on the New Warriors. You guys have been very curious to know what they were, and there they are. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like. And of course, if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way. But I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.